This video tells about several ancient calendars. The Mayan Haab calendar. The Chinese calendar that divides the year into 24 parts according to the position of the sun and the ecliptic. The totemic Chinese calendar. The Tzolkin calendar. And the totemic Slavic yearbook. That kept in their secret part the keys to the most mysterious book, the age of which is eternity. All of these calendars were compiled from the same source. For thousands of years the book was kept in the secret part of the calendars of several peoples and in the Old Testament. In the calendars, the book has been preserved in its original form, because no one before me could enter the secret part. In the Old Testament, the book underwent minor changes as the scriptures were revised and translated in violation of the code set forth therein. In the texts of the Holy Scriptures, the knowledge of the ancient easier, and the secrets of the keys and tables were lost due to cataclysms. It was impossible to create the 7 sacred tables without knowing the secret of the keys. Therefore, no one has managed to create even the second table for hundreds of years. Briefly about the keys. Some ancient calendars contained in their secret part the keys to the most mysterious book, the age of which is eternity. Here is the Haab calendar of the Maya people. You see the digital roots of the numbers of the calendar. The digital root is obtained by adding all the digits of the number until one digit remains. Example, the digital root of the number 85 is 4, since 8 plus 5 equals 13, and 1 plus 3 equals 4. Remember the main rule of antiquity, after 9 follows 1. The horizontal rows show the 3 main keys, 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, and 3, 6, 9. The order of the digits within the keys does not matter. This is the most important main key in the world of numbers. Here is the Chinese calendar, which defines the division of the year into 24 parts according to the position of the sun and the ecliptic. In the bottom line are the digital roots of the numbers of the calendar. And again, you see the key, 6, 3, 9. Here is the totemic Chinese calendar. Looking at the digital roots of the calendar, we clearly see the 3 main keys. 7, 4, 1. 8, 5, 2, and 6, 3, 9. Here is the Tzolkin calendar. There are several complete cycles in the calendar that repeat themselves exactly. Let's look at a complete cycle, which is in the upper left part of the calendar. This is a square of 9 horizontal and vertical rows of numbers. I am now present the cycles in the digital roots of the numbers. The table shows all 3 main keys in the horizontal rows. If we consider the digits of this table as 3-digit numbers, we see that all numbers in the horizontal and vertical rows indicate the most important main key, 6, 3, 9. Here is the totemic Slavic yearbook. Let's consider a complete cycle. If we convert the date numbers to the digital roots, we again see the main keys. 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9, and 4, 7, 1, along the vertical rows. The calendars of the Maya people are more than 5,000 years old. The fact that the same book was discovered in the Slavic calendars irrefutably proves the ancient origin of the Slavs. Particular importance was attached to keeping the most important main key. This is the only key that has the property of creating the main section of the tables. This key is above all other keys and above the entire world of numbers. It is subordinate only to the 9, the queen of numbers. With the 3 main keys, the first sides of the sacred tables are created. The ancient Atlanteans called them 3 whales, or 3 elephants. It's about them in the phrase, the dragon devours its own tail. They are the only keys in the world of numbers that have the property of returning to the original set of digits, in 3 steps by increasing each digit by 1. It's always the first set of digits that devours its own tail by turning back into itself. All other numbers without 0 need 9 steps. The main rule. After 9 follows 1. In the main keys is the whole world of numbers. All numbers are divided into 3 groups. Each group relates with its digital roots to the digits of one of the main keys. Here is an example. In each group there are always only 9 set of digits with different digits and without 0, regardless of the number of digits. The main keys themselves are not numbers in the system of this level unknown to science. This is a brief description of the main keys. You can find more information in the book, A Message from God. The exam has started, the book was opened, the temple was built. In a previous video I told you that our world will perish in a natural cataclysm if you don't manage to break free from slavery, envy, indifference and discord in time. You have the right to go blindly into the abyss, because everyone has the right to grow out of themselves or crumble to dust. You can continue to remain indifferent and inactive, as in all your previous lives. Thieves and tyrants could not lift a finger against you, but the power was given to them by the Creator, so that you may experience light and darkness. And now you have the right to make a choice. You have lived in previous civilizations that were destroyed as soon as the technological level began to critically transcend the level of your consciousness. All these civilizations are part of a full cycle that ends with an exam for every soul. This is called the end times. That means that you know what you are doing, because the apprenticeship is over, and the exam has begun. I have opened to you the very book mentioned in the 5th chapter of the Revelation of John. I opened the 7 seals, with 13 keys, and took out the 7 golden lampstands. These are the 7 sacred tables that represent the matrix of our world. If you pass the exam, the tables will reveal their secrets, and you will gain new technologies from them, as well as defeat all diseases. This is your second and last chance. The genius Nikola Tesla gave mankind the first chance, but he was suppressed by envious people who didn't understand that he was on the way to the book and had the first 3 keys. In a previous video I told you about the secret of the fulcrum mechanism that Archimedes required to prevent a pole shift of the Earth. But neither politicians, nor priests, nor bloggers with large audiences on the internet have heard me. Nobody was willing to tell people about the message. I have decided to develop a small prototype of the flying object, so that you believe me. I published a book in which I showed the tables and much more, but the speakers didn't tell you a word about the book. And few of you watched the video to the end. You are not spreading the message and you are not helping me to help you. Now you are already living in the exam time, but many people don't care what happens outside of their comfort zone. Everything is in your hands now. But you don't want to waste even a few hours or minutes sharing the message with others. This is what the exam is for, so that everyone acts according to their true nature. I have fulfilled the order from above. At the end of the exam, the messenger of the Almighty comes to separate the weeds from the sprouted grains. Few will recognize him until he shows his full power. Then it will be too late to recognize him because the exam time is over. You have the right to make a choice.